10 a.m. Monday, and movement at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport remained restricted as security officers threw a cordon around the arrival section the entire morning. Distraught but anxious relatives only watched from a distance as the remains of their kin who died in the Ethiopian Airlines flight ET302 on the morning of Sunday, March 10, 2019, were wheeled down in sets from a cargo plane. The sight of the wooden containers bearing the remains eliciting mixed reactions among hundreds of curious relatives who pitched camp at the airport to finally receive their departed kin.
Since we have received the remains of our brother, we can now conduct everything and we fundraise so that each and every person can start the journey of moving on.
The arrivals of the remains helped to bring closure to most of the families who had been forced to endure 7 months of an anxious wait due to the complex process of identifying the victims that required the use of DNA tests.
Our lives has never been the same again, because even my mom has been in hospital since July. Up to now she's in hospital, and immediately when she heard that the remains will be coming this week, she had a heart attack.
The insurance company has received all the expenses that will be incurred as a result of what is going to happen this afternoon in terms of either burial or cremation.
Foreign Affairs Cabinet Secretary Dr. Monica Juma, who condoled with the deceased families, said the bodies of all Kenyan nationals who died in the ill-fated crash had been accounted for.
We have had a chance to meet with the families. We've had a chance to give them a final service, interdenominational service, and so that they can bring closure to 7 months of grieving.
The families were later allowed to collect the remains of their departed relatives, which were thereafter ferried in hearses to various mortuaries, pending burial arrangements. 12 of victims were taken to different branches of Montezuma Mona Lisa funeral homes. The long wait finally pays off as victims of the Ethiopian airline crash finally jet into the country. The task is now upon relatives to pick their kin for burial anytime this week. Brenda Cheriot, K24 Evening Edition.